Good morning, everyone. Let's start, okay? Welcome to come to this room, and we have this talk about our personal data ownership. The project name is AO.Space, and I'm Wang Jianmin. You can call me Jimmy. I'm an engineer. I'm from SCS. It's a leading research institute in China focused on computer software. The full name is Institute of Software Chinese Academic Sciences. And maybe we met before at Force Asia. It's April in Singapore. A lot of engineers from all the world come to Singapore and have a great summit. And so 2 months ago, when I received the letter from Linux Foundation, I have a chance to attend this summit in Europe. I'm very excited. It's not only I can attend another big open source summit for engineers. It's my first time to Europe, so I'm very happy. And also, this is the first time to introduce AO.Space to the world. So let's start. And AO.Space is an open source project focused on protecting personal data ownership. So let's talk about why we want to create AO.Space. It's about 7 years ago. My daughter come to the world, and as a father, it's first time to be the father. I feel very happy and also feel very worried about her, whether she is feel happy or she have fun at home, especially when I'm outside. So, as other parents, I install a camera in the baby's room. But after 2 days, a few days, when I watch the camera, I wonder is there anyone could watch me at that time? And also as an engineer, we know the producer, the company who produced the camera and also connect the camera to the internet. So I can watch my camera, the video from outside, but also the administrator or the platform could watch my video in my room. So when I thought about that, I feel less of security and very worried about it. And so after a few days, I just shut down about it. So this is a sample that sometimes we want to use our data on any time or everywhere, but at the same time, we expose our data or privacy to platform. So this is one issue I want to solve. And the second one is about the dependency. Also with the growth of my daughter, our family would like to share my daughter's picture with each other. So normally we use the social network, the social application. It's easy for our parents, especially the elder parents. But actually, I know some of software social platform could also can see this data, this picture. So, it's like I cannot do more, because when we leave the platform, when we leave the social application, the history of our communication, the history of we share the picture will be lost, because it's stored on the platform, not in my space, in my family. So this is a dependency issue. One example that could we now leave platform? Now we use a lot of platform, social notes for our contacts and others. And when we think more, actually we have the third issue is about ownership. In digital world, when your account be terminated or suspended, actually you lose everything. It's like in real world, you also lose all your property, because your data is your memory in your digital world. Have you watched about the movie called Ready Player One? It's a great fiction movie, and I love it. And also, it's like the future. The metaverse could become that one. But although I love the movie, but I don't like the result. I don't like in our future if my daughter use more metaverse. Her digital account is owned by platform. It's dangerous. It be control. Everyone's account is controlled by one platform. It's very dangerous. So this is about ownership. Do we own our data and accounts? So this is the basic some issues we could know. But let's go deeper to think about by engineer or technology. For privacy, why we have privacy issues? Because I think it's because our data has value, especially for current internet industry. Advertising, e-commerce, and AI training, they want to use our data to do more things and to earn more money. And also for users, free is more expensive. Actually, we saw although some internet platform provide free service, but actually we sold our data to them to use basic service. At last, we need to pay more to use our data. And the second one is the dependency. I think it's because of centralized internet platform. Centralization helps platform earn more money, and also centralization leads to monopolize. And monopolize can hinder development, such as other industry. But this problem is more serious in internet industry compared to other industry. And I don't agree. It's because World Wide Web. I think the World Wide Web is created as decentralization way, just like email, just like HTTP protocol. When they can communication based on domain. No matter you have you use it's a bigger platform domain, or it's just your personal website, they are equalized in the internet world. So I think dependency issues don't originate from the World Wide Web, but actually it's because the platform. And another topic is about Web3. Will the current decentralization or Web3 technology solve this issue? I think it's no. Actually, what is based on blockchain is also a platform, because everyone is bound to this platform. And so this is about dependency. And another third one is ownership. I think is the key one. The key is account. Actually, in digital world, every piece of data, no matter the data is stored in your PC, in your personal computer or platform, it belongs to an account. And the account is a digital representation of an individual. I think it's a little history, because when we start to use our personal computer, we use Windows as well a long time before. The account is just local, and it's owned by you, it's owned by the device. But currently, when we use personal computer, a lot of people will bond with the internet account, Microsoft and Google and others. It's actually the account is being converted to internet account. But for local account or device, the scope of this account is limited in this only one device. It cannot be used at other device or other platform. For internet account is owned by platform owner, but also it could be used in the whole internet world. The internet account, the format is just like our email. We have username, and also is owned by the company of the domain.com, such as a company. And also for social net platform and other internet platform, the account relationship also is like that. The user, although it looks like it's yours, but actually it's owned by the platform. And the account system has two responsibilities. It's authentication and authorization. For internet accounts, actually these two procedures are entirely determined by the platform's internal system, not by yourself. I know this year we have a good technology, or we call the project called passkeys. Have anyone use it? I think GitHub and other platform already adopt this technology to solve the conflict between password and 2FA. Because actually almost all my internet account I open 2FA, but it's difficult to use. I cannot persuade my wife to use it. It's too difficult for her, and also it's for engineer. It's also not enough convenient. So I think passkey is good, but actually passkey didn't solve the ownership. You still don't own the account. The account is still owned by platform. So these three issues, we want to have a solution to solve these issues, so we could achieve our person could own our data and our account. So how we solved? At first, account is the key. So we design AO.Space DID, follow the DID decentralized identifier, which is be published as a W3C recommendation from last year. DID document defined authentication and authorization in a document, and also the document is combined with the public key and private key, so only the private key owner of DID controllers could update the document. So by this design, the account of the DID document represent is owned by the private key owner, and if the private key is stored in your device, so the device owner owns this account and cannot be faked or be forced changed by some platform or third party. And for AO.Space, we improve some design. In AO.Space, public and private key pair all are generated on users' own devices and doesn't depend on any third-party provider. And third one is AO.Space default. We use multi-based authentication. And also we add I think it's a good feature. We add document signature and also document history chain. Because when we have the such chain, it's like blockchain, but it's just for yourself. Sorry about the, I think it's about the power. Hopefully it didn't affect your listening. And let's continue. So when we have a history chain of our DID document, it could be based on the first we connect the account, we know the account. It cannot be changed by the others, only can be changed by the account's owner to update the public and the private key and the authentication and authorization. So this is, I think, is the key design. And this is an example. It's how we based on the public key, multi-public keys to generate the ID. This ID is a global ID, and it's also generated from your devices. And the right side is the history chain. We try to keep based on the first initiate trust to make the account could be advanced and developed. And so why we don't use blockchain technology for DID? When we mention DID, a lot of people will think it's bonded with blockchain. Actually, it's the same. I think they are very different. The DID, they have same idea about the public key and private key to keep the account is owned by ourselves. But a project based on blockchain will become another platform, so it will disobey our target or objective. So we didn't use it. And also blockchain technology is suitable for scenario depends on distributed ledger. Actually, for personal digital life, when we think about our life in the real world, actually we only need to keep consistency with hundreds of friends, maybe 1,000. It's a limited scope in most cases. So we don't need the global consistent system for personal data. So that's why we don't use blockchain technology. And about the dependency issues, the core of AO.Space is a server running on your own device or many devices, like a data center owned by yourself. And it will be responsible for DID generated and account management and tool responsibility, and also storage computing, and also it could be deployed into distributed cluster. And at this design, platform will just one of network tunnels of AO.Space, besides with P2P network or LAN network. Users of AO.Space could use multi-platform as network tunnels. This is the draft architecture design. At left side is our server, and it composed by many servers container. Yeah, we love cloud native. And also on right side is user's client, like when you use mobile phone, when you use desktop, you how to connect it with communication with the server. And the middle part is currently is three style of network: P2P connection, direct connection, and also transmit connection by internet platform. And also in the future, we will add more type of the connection to reduce the dependency. And this is a question is about does AO.Space depend on ATPS protocol? Actually, no, we didn't. Based on the trust of HTTPS certification, and actually in AO.Space, the authentication is not based on HTTPS, but based on the public key. It is stored in the DID documents. And about the previous issue, so we implement fully end-to-end encryption communication between multi-devices of users. Except users' own devices, any other platform cannot see the content, no matter use which network. Yeah, and so based on the design before, the idea, we implement some key technology, decentralized account, lightweight storage system for users' data, and also full end-to-end encrypted virtual network channel. And also we are open source, because I think if we want users to believe a project could protect their personal data, it must be open source. And also we try to integrate it with software and hardware to keep the data center, or we call server, more security. And so at last, I hope in the future, AO.Space server could be like our data's home, and it could be connected with our different our own devices to achieve our different requirement in our digital life. Actually, at this style design, we will get a more interesting situation, because when everyone have their own server, actually compare the current people's application. We install our application on mobile phone or desktop. Actually, they are all front-end application, because the backend is deployed on platform, so it's split. And when people have their own space server, they have their own space running on any time to run integrated backend and backend and frontend together. And could this style of application could be developed for many purposes. Maybe our calendar, our contacts, our notes and other we need to use at anywhere, any time. We don't need any platform to support this requirement. And this is, we try to integrate the hardware and software solution together with some hardware security framework. And at last, AO.Space is an open source project focused on protecting personal data ownership. And we also support different architecture. We are work hard to on support on RISC-V, 6, 4, because it is also open source hardware technology, and it will be better for we own our data. And this project is sponsored by SCS, and the developers are also from this institute. And some of our team also are maintainers and committers of Open Euler community. And our source code is published on GitHub, and the address of official website is same as the name, so it's easy to memory. Yeah. And at last, I'd like to share another one more thing. From 3 years ago, I and my colleagues initiated a program, a summer program, to sponsor students to do contribution for open source community. And this year is 4 years, fourth years, and we support 133 communities. And also there are some projects from Linux Foundation and CSF Foundation join this program. And this year we support 500 projects. And if you are in open source project, maybe you could know more about the program, and welcome to join the program to give more students to have a chance to do contribution for your project and the community. And this is my contact information, and the right side is my LinkedIn. Welcome to connect. And if you want to know more about AO.Space or some OSPP program, also Open Euler, you could connect to me and talk with me. So that's all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. So, yeah.
First of all, welcome to Europe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Don't feel offended, but this is kind of ironic. As in Europe, we think there is no privacy in China. Does AO.Space
want to protect it?
Are
you okay?
The Chinese government?
Oh, I see. I think about the question frequently, and think about deeply about it. Actually, I have two ideas. One is no matter which country. No matter in China or Europe country, actually there are many laws to protect the personal information and data. That is a fact. So that's all. This is the first idea, and another one is not only in China and other countries, and also in I think in England. I think this year. Also, there are debate about end-to-end encryption, right? To think which kind of information should be, should be managed or should be watched by government. I think this is a conflict in the society. I think it related with the society management, right? So I think we don't have the final answer about it. It need to with the development of society, but from the project, I think no matter in which country, first things is we try to protect our personal data, myself or family's data. That is important, and that is the key. And for other things, I think we should see the development of the future. Yeah. Hope it answer your question.
Yeah, it does. It's a very good initiative. So yeah.
Okay.
Great. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
I always like the idea of hosting the service myself because I know, but it always happens that 1 year later I forget where I put that service, what's
Oh.
the password. I didn't update it. And then I'm especially worried about for this because it's all my personal data and I might just lose the data because I
Okay.
lost the service and all that. So I guess I'm worrying about how do you keep things running and updated as an end user, and also what are the failure modes where you would actually lose all your data? What has to happen?
Sorry, the second question is about, could you repeat? The
I'm
second?
worried about the situation where I put all my personal data there,
Yeah.
something went wrong, I can't get the data anymore. Maybe because there was all the data happened to be in a server in my house, and the server just died, and all
Okay.
that. So how do you ensure reliability so your data is never lost? Because if I put it in Google, I know the problem you're talking about, but
Okay.
I imagine Google is making copies everywhere, and there had to
Yeah.
be some incredible disaster before
Yeah,
you
yeah,
actually would
yeah,
lose it. So how do you prevent against that?
Yeah, I think there are two. I think there are two aspects that I need to. I think it will be answered. The first one is actually we have friends. I have friends that in Singapore or China, they are use the product called NAS, Network Storage Service. Actually, many of them forgot about the data because they didn't use it frequently, because the feature or the function is not suitable for his daily requirement. So I think when we have more function, or when provide actually such as the photo for family, when people really need it, use it frequently, it won't happen. You forgot the data. And also this is first, and the second is about I think the backup. I think you talk about backup, right? For cloud, they backup different space, different service, but it costs a lot. So you need to put your data to the company. But in our design, we use DID. You have the public key and private key. Actually, we could encrypt the backup data. So you could put your backup data to different provider, such as IPFS and also current cloud provider, and even more. Actually, you could use your friend's storage to back up your data. So based on this design, actually you don't need to worry about your data lost. Yeah. So that's I'm thinking about. But I think it is a very important question when we to push the project to go on. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Any more questions?
Hi, it's more of a theoretical question, but I really liked your framing of privacy, and because I think of, when I approach issues of privacy, I think about how the individual feels about their privacy and the kind of expectations and heuristics we use to be nervous about it, or whatever kind of issues come up.
Okay.
And I liked the idea that privacy has to do with how valuable our data is. And I come from more of a healthcare perspective, and have done a bit of work on individuals' perspectives around owning and sharing their data.
Okay, I see.
And I'm wondering what you think about the idea that it might actually be helpful to have an institution steward your data because it is so valuable, and something like this might happen, or you might actually want to just have a healthcare institution own your data or steward your data so that more research can happen, and how a person owning or stewarding their data might lower the kind of research opportunities if it's all kept in these individual servers.
Okay. Sorry, it's a long question. Could you short a little?
Yeah. So just do you have thoughts on the idea of having an institution actually steward data, and any issues with an individual owning and stewarding their data and having the accessibility of data lowered, which might, sorry, I'm making this question more complicated, I think, but do you think an individual owning and stewarding their data would decrease?
You mean individual steal another one's data?
Sending it out and sharing it. Would that lower the opportunity for research opportunities?
I see. I understand. Okay. I think the key is we give choice to people. We cannot decide for people. So whether they share their data to research institute or other institute, the choice should be determined by the people. I think that is my idea.
Yeah.
So they could choose share, they could choose don't share.
Right.
So it's not we cannot we cannot say that we want to help our research, so everyone need to share their healthcare health data to me, right? I think that's not fair. So I think the choice should be determined by people.
Yeah, absolutely. Fair enough.
So
I come from I think a more paternalistic approach.
Okay.
In the health space, but I think that's a good.
Okay.
Response. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So thank you everyone, and hope we could have more data ownership. Okay, thank you very much.